The kale is not brown, it's bright green. What up, y'all people? Welcome to Cooking with Q. It's your girl Q. Can you tell my clothes are different? Because the weather has changed here in Detroit. It's a little nippy. Some ice cubes falling from it. It's a little cold, okay? It is flannel and Ugg boot season. To some people, it might be called cuffing season. And I needed to make y'all a recipe that went with this weather, okay? It's cold and I want something hot and good. And I didn't want to give you another chili recipe because I feel like as soon as it gets cold, chili is everybody's thing. Today, we are not rolling with chili. I'm going to get you into something different. We're going to make a Tuscan white bean soup. Honey, the soup is going to be souping. It will serve fall. You know, it's serving her cousin winter is coming. It's serving warm goodness in the name of Jesus. Catch it as it comes. We're using a bunch of earthy veggies. And this could also be almost like an anti-inflammatory soup too, just to put it, because we don't have any of those nightshades here. Let's just get into it, okay? Are you ready for this recipe? Because I am. We made it on Fox 2 and it didn't make it to my mouth because she was gone, okay? That soup was gone. When I got to the Fox 2 studio and I started cooking, they were like, Q must be here. It smells like Q's here, because they're like, we smell all the fresh herbs. And I was like, you know your girl is serving veggies from the heaven in the name of Jesus. So let's get into it. We have carrots, organic carrots. I got organic celery. We got fresh garlic. We got white onion. We've got a little bit of kale. Oh, kale, yeah, we do. I got some cannelli beans. I have some white wine. This is a Pinot Grigio, free reign, pretty happy. You don't have to go buy a $200 bottle of white wine for this. You can use any white wine if you want. I use Pinot because it was on sale. Okay, and that's a Q-tip. I also have a little bit of tomato paste. I have olive oil, extra virgin, and then some vegetable broth. For our herbs, we're getting into thyme, because you know your girl don't have none for y'all. We got thyme, we got basil, we got oregano, we've got a little bit of bay leaves, and you know our regular pepper blend. Let me go ahead and get that popped out for us. And some crushed red pepper, because you know I love my seasonings, and a little bit of extra black pepper. Now, the basics of this recipe is super simple. This recipe is so easy that you don't even have to think, okay? Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is, you know I like to cook the thing that takes the longest time first. So if you had extra large carrots, I would probably use like 2 extra large carrots. These ones are kind of tiny, so I'm going to use them. I'm gonna keep my carrot tops, even though they look a little bit ghetto. We're going to use these. They smell really fragrant, so I wanna save these for some pesto. That's a whole nother recipe. You can click right here if you wanna get to that recipe. Thanks, Trip for that. So I'm just gonna take my knife and softly brush the skin off. Because some of y'all be wanting to peel carrots. I'm not about to go through all that. I'm gonna take the outside skin off, so now it's good to go. The outside skin of carrots are super soft, so it doesn't take a lot of work to take that off, and that's your Q-tip. So now we got our carrots. What we are going to do with these carrots is we are going to just chop them really small, little thin slices. If you make them thicker, you just have to know that they're gonna cook a little bit longer. I am going to use a tablespoon of our olive oil. Take these carrots, they're going in. Carrots going in. Next thing I wanna grab is some fresh garlic. So let's break the skin off. Now I'm gonna make these tiny. Boom. Now I'm gonna take this garlic into the pot it goes. Now for our celery, we want the celery to be kind of diced. So I'm going to slit my celery in half. And then I'm gonna go through and make these small little chops for our soup. It's gonna be so good, y'all. Let's put these in. And this is a white onion. So When I did it on the news, I did not put the onion in there because somebody was allergic. I made a little half moves because now I can go back through and dice it. Done. And this white wine, I'm gonna add it. I might give myself 2/4 cups because of the amount of veggies I use. That smells good though, don't it? So literally, you have to cook the white wine in it until it dissolves. So you don't do anything into it until the white wine is gone and all is gone into the veggies. The next thing we are going to do is add vegetable broth. The vegetable broth, you can add between 2 and 4 cups, depending on how brothy you want this to be, okay? So once that's done, I'm gonna add vegetable broth, and then I'm gonna add tomato paste. Grab a couple bay leaves, got like 4 bay leaves. Italian seasoning, oregano, and then I got thyme. It smells so good. So I have vegetable broth here that I actually warmed so it wouldn't be cold. For tomato paste, we're gonna give ourselves a tablespoon. Listen, our soup is ready. This soup probably takes like 10 minutes to cut up, 15 minutes to cook. So the last thing I'm adding is going to be kale. I'm putting it in last because I don't want it to be soggy. Now the kale, I'm chopping up super small and fine because I don't want a big giant chunk of kale. I just want like little small pieces. I did not add salt because I feel like vegetable broth is already salty. We're only supposed to have 1,500 milligrams a day. So I did not add any more salt to this recipe because there was already salt in the beans. And I know you're like, but you rinsed them. Rinsing the beans does not take the salt that was put in that can out of those beans. I don't know if somebody told y'all that. It's not real, okay? Thank God you got rid of the juice. The kale is not brown, it's bright green. If you decide to make it, which you should, because 'tis the season for us a little bit of fall soup. The soup tastes like fall. It's serving fall. It's serving leaves falling from a tree. You decide to make it, you know how to find me. Hashtag Cooking with Q on all things social. And that's Cooking with QUE because that's me. And you already know until next time, may your taste buds be forever satisfied. Bye. Happy fall! Roll it up, my homeboy. Roll it up. Appropriate or not? Since you are here, I mean, you're already here. You may as well do something. You want to do me a favor? So click here if you want to watch the next video. And then click here if you want to subscribe. You're already here. Just do both.